and DS come into their second game of the Dialog Schools Rugby League with hopes of keeping their unblemished record intact. Welcome to London Place. It's D.S Senanayake College playing host to Wesley College in the Dialog Schools Rugby League, as the weather here took a bit of a beating early on, but now it is clearing up and we will be hoping that the rain stays away. I have Abid alongside me in the commentary box. Abid, the schools league is only getting started.
Well, we've had 2 weeks, Romario, and it's been 2 fantastic weeks so far. It's a double-header Sunday today. This is last week's highlights. Trinity College thumping Sri Sumangala after that first half scare. D.S Senanayake College winning the Alice Cup against St Anthony's, and Royal College, it was just one-way traffic at the complex against Thurston. Zahira College got the W in the first week but didn't manage to get over the line against St Thomas's yesterday. The defending champions St Peter's comfortably beating Anand College 38 points to 22, but the newbies Anand and Mahanama have really made a name for themselves so far in this Dialog Schools Rugby League. St Thomas's had a close win against Kingswood College 29 points to 28, and then this game between Vidyartha and St Joseph's was a nail-biter, and the newly crowned Dialog Schools knockout champions Isipatana had a bit of a scare against Mahanama, but they managed to pull through.
Indeed, plenty of action happened last weekend, and this weekend too we had some nail-biting games. Anand College getting their first win after 14 or 17 years, if I recall right, in the top division, with St Thomas's College bringing Zaira back to earth, and St Joseph's of course recording their first victory, and well, Trinity College still flying high. St Peter's put their demons behind them as their skipper returns and they manage to ward off St Anthony's. Royal continuing their good form, and Mahanama 2 down in Dharmaraja. Those were the results from yesterday, Abid, and well, if that is anything to go by, these 2 games today as well will no doubt have some exciting rugby lined up.
These are how the past winners of the Dialog Schools Rugby League stack up. Royal College well and truly above the rest of the pack. 23 league titles to their name. Trinity College a far second rather, but their last winning coming back in 1987. St Peter's and Isipatana have been the 2 teams that have really put their name on the sheet in the last couple of years to win that Dialog Schools Rugby League. St Thomas's back in the day were a force to reckon. 12 league titles to their name. Zahira have the 4, Kingswood 3, St Anthony's with 2, and Dharmaraja that 1 solitary league win in 2013.
Indeed, plenty of schools recording their names, but also there are a few who have not been able to get on that list. Okay, before we go any further, we will go in for a quick commercial break. Be back with more stats, team sheets and live action on the other side.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
The road is yours.
German-engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go. Saratama enjoy karang party ekada go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
As the pioneer in Sri Lanka's bottled water industry, American Water has set the standard for over 3 decades to help you stay hydrated wherever you may roam, to provide healthy hydration for your whole home, and to nourish your growing family. With island-wide distribution, we've reached the homes and hearts of every Sri Lankan, ensuring healthy hydration for all. For over 30 years, we've brought the Earth's bounty directly to you, wherever you are, whatever your needs.
රාමෙන් පාරක් දාමුද?
මෙතන
මෙතන විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ඕනම තැනක රාමෙන්.
හඳුන්වා දෙන මෙල්බන් ස්නැකර්ස් කොරියන් රාමෙන් සේවරි විස්කර්. රාමෙන් සැරට සෙට් වෙන්න.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. තමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
විහිළු නෙමේ. ටෝකියෝ සුපර් ඕන වැඩකට සුපර්.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සරවිහිතේ හික්කසිත බැන්දා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් අපේ
හිටක බදේ වටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
Our forests come in many forms. They can be up in the hills or down in the plains, fed by the rain or sculpted by the sun. Our forests are deeply rooted in us. They are a living inspiration.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
Off here at CRNFC, the referees just checking the field and how visible the lines are before kick-off, because there has been quite a bit of rain, and amidst all of that rain there are 2 fixtures going on. One up at Bogambara, it's Kingswood playing host to Isipatana College, and of course this one here, DS taking on Wesley. Plenty of rugby action has happened and is lined up as well, Abid. And well, how do you think Kingswood will fare against Isipatana today?
Well, more than how Kings would fare against Isipatana, it's going to be how both teams will play with the weather conditions, Romario, because it looks like an absolute paddy field at Bogambara. So we'll see how that pans out. This is the schools rugby timeline. We're in week 2. There are 5 weeks in the first round, and then we'll move on to the second round, where there'll be a cup, plate and a bowl segment. So lot to play for these teams. But going back to that conversation, Romario, as to how the teams will adapt in the weather, it's not just for this week but the coming weeks as well, with the southwest monsoon weather coming in to play.
Well, we will all be hoping that the monsoons will pass through without too much damage, as there is plenty of sports action lined up. But well, we all have to deal with what the weather throws at us. Short while ago you saw DS, and now it's Wesley running through their final warm-ups before this all-important game kicks off. Quite a few changes for Wesley College, as we will have a look at the team sheets later on. But this is the groups. Group A, DS, St. Peter's DS, Wesley, Science, St. Anthony's and Ananda. Group B, Isipatana, St. Thomas's, Zahira, Dharmaraja, Kingswood and Mahanama. Group C, Royal Trinity, Vidyartha, St. Joseph's, Sri Sumangala and Thurston. So plenty of schools this time around in the top division, and all of them, wherever they finish on the table, will have an opportunity to play for some kind of silverware. Abid,
these two teams, Wesley College and D.S Senanayake, are paired alongside defending champions St. Peter's. And if you go by past form, St. Peter's would most probably top that group, if not for an upset. And this encounter would probably let us know who ranks second, but it's very early in the season to call any of that. But teams would want to get victories in every single game and get bonus points as well, because going into the latter part of the league, Romario, like in the past, it has been the bonus points that has really set the top two apart from the rest.
Indeed, those 1, 2 and 3 bonus points, well, they all come into play, and they come into play in a massive way at the end of the season, during the latter part of the season. And this time around as well, there will be not too much difference. Final huddle before they head back into the sheds. Wesley College boys to put on the match kit. D.S Senanayake still running through the final warm-ups. Crowds are slowly but surely filling in, and the old pavilion, well, that seems to be quite packed, Abid.
Well, unlike club games, schools games tend to draw in a bigger crowd. That's because you're supporting your school with that much passion and that much energy. You can see on your screen the crowds filling up to CRN FC, and if you're anywhere around, if you're a rugby lover, this is the venue you want to be in Colombo today.
And if you can't, you can tune in to ThePapare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, to catch all this Dialog Schools Rugby League action throughout the weeks to come. As Wesley have headed back into the changing sheds to get their match kits on, DS are still in the final acts of their warm-up. Before we go any further, we will go in for a quick commercial break. Be back with the team news and live kickoff on the other side.
That was summer refresh when the train they got to go.
Night Glow Pocket Perfume. You take it to go, ekak.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff හැම සිතක්ම පිපිදේ රස lemon රසයේ ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff Maliban lemon puff chill when lemon. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා, ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
පිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තු මිසර විහිදේ හික්කට සිත බැඳා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් දපේ
හිටක බදේ පොටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Are you okay?
Whose fault is this? Looks like someone didn't use Tokyo Superbond for tiling. Tokyo Superbond. Do it right the first time.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Welcome back to the live pictures here from Longdon Place. Both teams have gone back into the sheds to get their jumpers on. And the crowds are slowly but surely setting in here to Longdon Place. And we're in for an enthralling game of rugby. The wind will really play a factor, isn't it, Romario? You have a huge gush of wind going from the left to right of your screen, and that would really play a huge part in this game, isn't it, with the back three from both teams looking to run.
Indeed, wind is one factor, but we will all be hoping that the rain stays away, because from the time we walked in, it has got a bit dark here at London Place, and we all know about these two teams and how they like to play with their expansive fashion of brand of rugby. And if rains come down and the field gets more muddy, well, all of that expansiveness will have to be pocketed in, and they will have to be more circumspect.
Well, regardless of the underfoot conditions yesterday, Kandy, Trinity College and Royal College had runaway victories. That just goes to show how much of work they've put in the off-season to fine-tune their skills, because it's not very easy to play in these conditions, Romario. You'll have to resort to a different tactic. Teams usually resort to the boot and then look to play with their forwards. So it'll be interesting to see what these two teams come up with.
Indeed, fans are filling in with plenty of expectation. As the two college flags have come out, and the teams are expected to make their way into the field. It's imminent.
D.S Senanayake College just missed out on a cup finish last year. Finished in third place, and they finished in third place because they didn't have bonus points. So they look to try and gather as many bonus points as possible in today's fixture, as with their opposition Wesley College, who run out. Sandul Gammampila leads his team out for the second week running in the Dialog Schools Rugby League. Wesley College, of course, have been in the forefront of schools rugby. They've had a number of players playing for club and country. And this team too, at the start of the league, if there was a team that maybe had somewhat of a favourite stack, it was Wesley College, but they unfortunately couldn't go ahead in the knockouts. They were cut short, couldn't go for title glory, but now with the Dialog Schools Rugby League coming up, they look to try and do one better and try to notch up a victory.
Indeed, Wesley surely did have a tag to live up to, but now, given that the knockouts competition is behind them, there will be renewed hope and expectation from this Wesley outfit, and so is this D.S Senanayake team coming in, entering the field with flair as they both prepare for the team introductions and the school songs.
Lankesh Wickramasinghe, the prop forward, leading D.S Senanayake College this year. They thumped Dharmaraja College. They had a first half scare in that pre-quarter final encounter in the knockouts, unfortunately missing out on a semi-final opportunity against Royal College, where they fell short.
3 changes for Wesley College, 2 in the pack and 1 in the back line. Thirangama, Rahul and Rahman comes in for Hapugala, who will be dearly missed, with Shafraz and Javira in the lock-in combination with Utmika, Naham and Sandul Gammampila, the skipper, packing in at number 8 for this Wesley team. In the backs, it's Wadud and Lai who continue at half-back combination. Dasanayaka partners up with Fawaz, with Rodrigo Kavishadilhar returning alongside Abdul Hardy, who has been their sharpshooter from the tee. In the replacements, it's Silva, Atwida, Janet, Hisham, Jaho, Onasi, Miskin, Imtikab, Karunavansa and Ryan lining up for Wesley College.
Couple of changes for Wesley College. As for D.S Senanayake College, the home team, this is the D.S Senanayake College team card. Same front row that faced St. Anthony's College in the Alice Cup game. Lankesh Wickramasinghe, Praveen Lakmal and Timat Bogahawat will continue in the front row. Geetma Disanayake and Demika Mindinu will play in the second row. Dushal Ayeshmanta, Yerash Bumudukka will play as the flankers, and then the change. Tatira Pereira has moved to the centres and Sanu Pereira has been brought into number 8. The halves will continue. Lihara Vikramasinghe and Chamit Samarasinghe. Thenula De Silva will partner up with Tatira Pereira. So new centre pairing for D.S Senanayake. Kavindu Jayalat, Sujeeva Kumara and Rasindu Bandara has made the switch from wing to fullback. Jayatilaka, Piris, Anuranga, Ravindra, Ranganath, Edward, Samaranayaka, Disanayaka, Kavishka and Fernando will be the finishers for D.S Senanayake College. They've made a couple of shifts from forwards to backs, Romario, and how will that play out in today's game?
Well, that's quite a surprising couple of changes there by D.S Senanayake College. But well, I'm sure their coaching staff would have eyed something and must be having something up their sleeve as they make that change.
As the youngsters of D.S Senanayake look out to their 25 that will take the field, the two teams will huddle up one last time after the school songs and will look to go all guns blazing right from the start. This game promises to be an enthralling one, and for all those present here at Longdon Place, they've got their money's worth. On paper, that is. We'll see whether the boys can live up to it on the field.
One final hit up before they take to the field. Cool conditions here at the London Place CRNFC ground, home of rugby as it's fondly known. Henry Terrence, man in charge of Wesley College, will be hoping to continue their good form as they take on this D.S Senanayake College outfit.
Asela Deshapriya, the coach of D.S Senanayake, has been there for quite a while, was in the setup of the Royal Juniors as well a couple of years ago, and has made the switch, and he's the head coach of D.S Senanayake College. He's done wonders for them to get them to where they are right now, and we look to try and do one better this year and try to get into the cup segment, but 1 week at a time. And this week they have a huge opposition in Wesley College.
By the looks of it, it'll be Ramin Alexander, the man in charge, with Beranga and Charani Lienege on the touchlines to provide their assistance.
Last few words of motivation from Abdul Hadi to his team. He'll have to deputize from the back today, playing at fullback. Abdul Hadi had a very good season last year and has also had a good knockout tournament this year. And as D.S Senanayake go down on one knee and look up to the heavens, we'll want to get as much divine intervention as possible.
both teams before they take to the field. D.S faithful in full voice here in the new pavilion, and well, it's good to see the old pavilion is packed to the rafters.
Everyone at Longdon Place is ready, and all that we have to do is get this game kick-started. It's a week 2 fixture. D.S Senanayake taking on Wesley College. It's a Group A fixture. These two teams will look to try and get a W this week. And Tatira Bandara will get us underway here at Longdon Place. Not the most conventional kick, but it finds the hand of the Wesley fullback, who puts it and thumps it down the park and gets some territory. Early doors for Wesley.
Wobbly old restart, wobbly old kickoff rather by the D.S Senanayake player before the Wesley College player too slipped, but made amends and thumped the ball down into the opponent's 10-meter line, and we'll be having the first line out of this game, Abid.
Five-man line out from D.S Senanayake to start it. Praveen Lakmal throw it into the first line out of the game. Doesn't hit his target. Wesley steal it off the line out. And they set up a maul of their own, and they've got themselves driving forward. At the back of it is Pawan Thiranagama. And Wesley are still rumbling. This is something that they've done for the last couple of seasons. They've had a very good rolling maul. Something that coach Henry Terrence has really drilled into this pack of forwards. Still rumbling Wesley. The call to use it now, because they're not driving from post to post, so they'll have to try and get that ball out as soon as possible. Or they might lose it, and they have lost it. Wesley do very well to get themselves marching ahead, but they had to use that ball, Romario.
Well, what a thumping maul there by the Wesley College forwards. They made plenty of meters ahead, but just unable to secure it and get it off the tail. The player who was at the last man just did not get his hands on the ball, because the ball was in sort of the middle of the maul. But also the D.S Senanayake player, once the maul turned, he jumped straight on the Wesley College ball carrier.
Lihara Vikramasinghe has his number 8. Sanu Pereira breaking. Well marshalled by Naham Hemachandra. Charge down. Early doors. Wesley College are in. Try time, Wesley. They charge it down. The pressure was fantastic from the scrum, and they go over. What a try for Wesley. Early doors, Romario.
Well, all of that hard work early on by the Wesley College forwards, and it has paid dividends early on in this game. The flanker, he did all the hard work by breaking off that scrum and making a good thumping tackle. Naham pushed his man backwards, and from then on, D.S Senanayake College were always backtracking. No momentum for the kicker to get front football and clear his lines. Naham was all over him, charged it down and made no mistake. The conversion successful from the touchline. Abdul Hadi makes no mistake himself. 7 points early on, and Wesley College are on the board.
Well, that was clinical from Wesley. Right from that line out, Romario, they stole the ball from the line out and they kept going forward with that maul. And even though they lost the ball because it was unplayable, they were right up there in defense and absolutely smashed. Sanu Pereira did Naham Hemachandra. And the work rate of the third row forward He charged the kick down and went over for a brace as well.
Ball.
Early try from Wesley in this encounter. Now it will be important as to how D.S Senanayake react to this. They'll need to be accurate from the kickoff.
Shell-shocked our DS here, Abid.
Well, the sound in the new pavilion has dropped a couple of decimals. A better kickoff from Pereira. Now Wesley and Shafran Wadud getting the caterpillar going to try and execute a box kick. Now knocks it down Park. A very well weighted kick finds grass. Rasinu Bandara lost the ball on the first go, but the flyer of Chamit Samarasinghe is there to clear it up for D.S Senanayake. They need to get out of their 22 and they do that. Lihara Vikramasinghe comes to the rescue, but what a box kick from Shafran Wadud. Found grass and had his chasers up there as well.
He surely caught all of his opponents who were lining up near the touchline to collect it, put it into the center field, and the DS collectors, well, they were caught in no man's land, bounced, and the bounce of the rugby ball, well, it always surprises, doesn't it?
How the back three adapt to this wet ball will be crucial. Wesley, Wadud, set move play. Hit Prarthana Rodrigo, who is coming in from his wing. Now trying to spark something is Kaiserlai, but is well marshalled by his opposite number, Thenula De Silva. Hamdan Shafraz takes it forward. He's done a lot of carrying for his team in the knockouts and in the first week of this tournament. Now the captain, Gammampila, takes it ahead over the ball and wins it. Fantastic from Timat Bogahawatta. He was there on spot and wins his side a penalty when they were on the back foot.
Good piece of defensive play there by the D.S Senanayake College team, and the skipper pounced on it. But was he brought down by the clear player who cleaned him out? Well, that was something to be looked at if we can get a replay of it.
Wesley trying to have some set move plays going on. Now D.S Senanayake have a line out and he'll want to get it right this time. Praveen Lakmal hits Yerash Bumuddaka. It's a knock on and it's an accidental offside, says referee Alexander.
Nothing going their way, D.S Senanayake College, early on in this game here at London Place. Wesley College, on the other hand, few penalties going their way, and they made full use out of it on one occasion. Second time around there was no return, but now again, the third time of asking, will they manage to get more points?
Accidental error from D.S Senanayake. They will want to cut on those. When you're up against a forward pack like this, you'll need to be up to the task. Wesley set it up once again. Keshara Rahul is there with it at the back. Needs to be careful and not come through the sides.
Number 7.
Playing with advantage now. They're still rumbling forward. Now open play for Wesley and will come back for the penalty. That was cynical, isn't it, Romario? He saw that the player was open and he went right through from the sides.
Well, indeed he went, but as he heard the Wesley, rather the referee call it, he broke away, but just a bit too late.
Okay.
That would have been interesting to see if the Wesley College player had held on to his feet been steady on his feet without going over. Because the D.S Senanayake College player, after he broke the supporting play at the breakdown, he just collapsed himself on the ball, killed it completely.
He was lucky he had the advantage, but no prizes for guessing what this double blue pack of forwards will do from here. Keshara Rahul hits Naham Hemachandra, the try scorer, and they set it up once again. Now they're rumbling faster than ever, and they're over. Wesley College have scored through a maul that has worked wonders for them, and they've got the try.
Second Amana Bank try for Wesley College, and boy oh boy, have they started off well in this game. 10th minute of the game, and they have 2 tries already. By the looks of it, it's the play in the number 17 jumper, but not too clear from where we are, unfortunately, though. However, Wesley College, 10 minutes in, 2 tries to the good, and an opportunity to extend their lead further with this conversion from Abdul Hadi. Puts it through as the crowds make it clear that Abdul Hadi has pierced the post for a second time. 14 points to nil here at London Place, and Wesley College are in the driver's seat already.
The D.S Senanayake College have made to pay for their mistakes, haven't they? The mistake of the line out right from the kickoff, and also the mistake, an unforced error from another line out. So they'll need to get their line out sorted, D.S Senanayake, or it's going to be a long day, and this Wesley pack of forwards will make them pay. This time the kickoff goes deep. Running in is Hamdan Shafraz. Big lad, takes a few to bring him down. Now trying to play from their own half, Wesley. A centre, Dhanush Dasanayake, takes them out of the 22, and a cheeky little box kick from Abdul Hadi. Rasindu Bandar is there to clear it up and puts it right up in the air. The Wesley players win 3/4. Prarthana Rodrigo fumbles it, but lucky for him, he's got his lock forward, Pawan Thiranagama, to clear it up. Now going through Kavindu Jailath, and they resort to the boot, this time D.S Senanayake. Now Shafran Wadud. Looked like a knock-on to me, Romario, but the referee lets the game play on. Little bit of kick tennis early on from both these teams, looking to get territorial advantage.
Both teams unable to collect the returning kick cleanly, but somehow the Wesley College players have put the ball into touch and calmed things down.
I won't go to be here. Straight line.
Can Lakma get it right this time? He does, and hits his flanker Yarash Bumuddaka.
No hands, your
Captain
hands
Lankesh Vikramasinghe takes them out of the 22, and they've won the penalty. Hands in the ruck is the call from referee Alexander.
Just not staying on his feet was the try scorer, the first try scorer rather, for Wesley College. Took a bit of support from the floor before clinging on to the ball, clutching on to the ball, and that second just gave it all away.
But now DS have got a penalty and got themselves out of their half for the first time in this game. They look to try and make the most of it. 5-man line out for DS. Get it right again. This time DS set the ball up on their 40. The Wesley players need to rejoin that maul from the correct side. If the ball doesn't come out, Wesley will have the put into the scrum. And the ball doesn't come out, they do very well to get that ball. Fantastic defense in the maul. They're not just good in the maul in attack, but in defense as well, Romario.
Indeed, and just having a word to the D.S Senanayake hooker as well, telling him that's not how it's done, mate. But well, Wesley College, they have surely turned up both in attack and defense. 14 minutes in, 14 points scored and not conceded as yet.
Bye. Set.
Scrum for Wesley.
Almost 1.5.
First phase ball, and they kick it right off the first phase. Kaiserlai, and he's kicked it out on the full, has he? He's made a hash out of that, Kaiserlai, and he's knocked it out on the full, so we'll come right back to where it was kicked from. Wesley will have another roll at the dice.
Sudden rush of blood into in for Kaiserlai, and well, was rushed into making that kick. Should have just thrown the pass and tried to make something out of it, but sticking to his patterns, sticking to his guns, however just lacking execution, and now nothing seems to be going the way of D.S Senanayake.
Try scorer Naham Hemachandra spoiling that line out once again.
And straight away, Avit, we can see D.S Senanayake College are warming one of their second row forwards, a bit of a taller player, hoping to change, hoping for a change of luck in the line out, because in this first 16 minutes the DS line out has been in the pocket of Wesley.
Well, they've conceded 2 tries so far, and it's both been out of errors from the line out, Romario. Instructions from the referee to the captains. Coming back to that conversation on lineouts, it's Satil Anuranga that's warming up for DS, and he's got his jumpers on as well, so Coach Asela Deshapriya has noted that it has been the lineouts that has been their downfall in this game so far. But they're not too far behind, Romario, and it's still very early doors in this game. Just 17 minutes have gone on our clock, and they can definitely make a comeback. And they need to make a comeback soon and not let Wesley run away with this game.
They cannot let things get out of hand, because currently they are trailing by 2 converted tries, but still plenty of time left.
Another opportunity for Wesley to get out of their half. This time Kaiserlai will go to the line and gives it out to his fullback Abdul Hadi. Knocks it down the field, and it's juggled by Chamit Samarasinghe, and the defense is right up there on him. Now DS under pressure. It's with their prop forward Timat Bogahawatta. Vihara Vikramasinghe resorts to the air. Under it, Prarthana Rodrigo steps past the first, but the D.S Senanayake defense, and it's the forwards that are right up there on that occasion. Good work rate shown by the DS forwards. Now slipping past the tackle is the captain, Sandul Gammampila. Little bit of a chip, and I saw that call coming because he was just ahead of the kicker. The chaser was just ahead of the kicker, and referee Alexander spots that and gives the penalty to DS.
Decision time for DS Senanayake College. By the looks of it, straight away to the touch. To touch has been the call. by Lankesh and Co. Now for the first time in this game, D.S Senanayake College in their opponent's 22 in the red zone.
Thank you for the goal.
Be hoping to return with some points.
They look to come back with something in their hands. They still have nothing to show on the score sheet. Numbers not clearly communicated to the opposing team at line-out time. But this time DS get it right and they peel off the back of it. Praveen Lakmal gives it to his centre who runs onto it fast and hard, Thenula De Silva. And they've stolen it illegally.
Well, I think there was no way that the ball was coming out legally from that ruck. But before that, I think the referee has spotted something else. And yeah, by the looks of it, it is that the Wesley line had advanced too early. The back line, that is.
Now DS knock it out into touch and have another line out, this time around 7 meters out, 5 meters out rather. Wesley are ready for the shove. Now DS circle around, and if the ball doesn't come out once again, it will be Wesley ball. Looking for it is referee Alexander, and so is the scrum of Lihara Vikramasinghe, and it hasn't come out. Unfortunate for DS.
Great work there by Naham. He knew that that was a maul, and even though the player came down, he did not have to roll away from there, and he just jumped on and clutched on. As you look at that replay here, there goes Naham, and he knew that it's a maul and he doesn't have to roll out from there, and just jumped into the thick of the things and held on for dear life.
It was like he was looking for a needle in a haystack there, the scrum off. The ball didn't come out, and that has happened twice so far, Romario. As soon as the maul starts wheeling, the DS players and the DS forwards, even though they're attacking, they look to be in 6s and 7s. Now Wesley will want to get out of their 22. And they hit their centre, Dhanush Dasanayake. Back in the pocket is Hardy, and thumps it downfield and will take his team, and they can breathe a sigh of relief.
There's a clear difference between the two pack weights. Let's see, Wesley College, not only their front rows but even their second rows are massive lads. And that weight difference seemingly showing in this first 22 minutes of the game.
Something that we saw in the Sri Lanka-South Korea game as well, Romario. A heavier pack is always going to be dominant, but of course you need your technique in scrum time as well as in the line out. Looking to spoil that once again was Hemachandra. DS come away with it. Running laterally is the hooker Praveen Lakmal.
Advantage, leg offside.
The Wesley line is deemed offside, so the Wesley line needs to be careful here. They've won the ball back, but will go back for the penalty.
Line offside was the call on that occasion. Made an early call there, the referee. Saw that the Wesley College players were offside at the ruck. Decision time.
They've been on this part of the field for a while and they've pointed to the sticks.
Rightly so, Abid. They have not been able to penetrate the Wesley defense. And well, if you can't do that, might as well get the points on offer. And however it comes doesn't really matter, as long as it keeps coming.
Tatira Pereira played at number 8 last week against St. Anthony's with his first shot at goal. He knocks it through to the jubilation of the D.S Senanayake supporters. They have their first points.
Makes no mistake from right out front, does the centre. And that will no doubt calm their nerves. Took them about 23 minutes to get their first points on the board, did D.S Senanayake College. From pretty much right out in front over the black dot.
Now Kaisalai kicks things off. Collecting is Kamindo Jailat. The win 3/4 for DS. They'll set it up before they clear it, will they? Charge down. Once again, it's Naham Hemachandra. This time the ball rolls out and comes for the captain. Hamdan Shafraz takes it forward now. A spring in their step. In the Wesley step. Steps off his left foot, does the prop forward, Pawan Thiranagama. As soon as they have the ball, they look to pounce on opportunities, Wesley. But as soon as I say that, they've knocked the ball forward.
Apologies there for the language you heard. You may have heard, but well, just a bit over-eager there. They did everything right and ideally should have spun the ball out wide, but opted to go with the forwards, and one too many over-eager forwards, and they lose a golden opportunity there to strike back straight away after conceding points.
I need discipline. My call only. Crouch!
Referee Alexander wanting the two teams to close the fish market.
Set!
He's been trying to do that for quite a while.
Stay bound, stay bound. Number 7, stay bound.
And this time, the DS scrum half knocks it on. The two scrum halves exchanging knock-ons, and what that's going to do, it's going to give Wesley a 5-meter scrum and prime attacking opportunity.
Well, just unable to get his hands on the ball and clear things out. Getting plenty of stick from the fans. But now Wesley College bringing in their blindside winger as well, even though there is a massive blindside, and look for a backdoor pass, Abid.
Shafran Wadud feeds it in. Kammampila breaks off the back of it. Even though the overlap was there, Wadud decides to go on his own. Hemachandra takes it forward. This time the DS defense is right up on Mohammad Fawaz. Shafraz pumping his legs, getting his team some meters. Now the prop forward, Thiranagama.
Thank you.
Shafraz once again to take a big toll on the defense to bring him down. Wadud for Kaisalai, spots the gap, looks to run right through. His run is cut short by a desperate DS defense. Hemachandra for his second try.
Second Amana Bank try coming in for Naham Hemachandra, and well, just a moments ago they were denied through an unforced error by the Wesley College players themselves, but not on the second time of asking. However, there seems to be a TMO referral. Let's have a look.
Please check on the last scrum. Last pass. Please check on the last scrum. My on-field decision is right. I just want to check last scrum from the last scrum play.
The referee requesting for a replay of that last pass of the last scrum is what he said.
TMO, can you hear me?
The replay is coming up.
Check from the last scrum.
Here you go.
Last scrum. Not the
Well,
last play.
I think
the last
they
scrum.
need to go back quite a bit further behind because he's requesting for the pass from the last scrum further behind to where this play began.
Go back.
The production team doing their best to locate that final pass from the first pass from that scrum. All right, here you go. All right, well, he requires the pass from further behind from the scrum and not the ruck is what the referee is requesting for. All right, here you go. This is a scrum. The ball being fed in by Vadud. And was it that? Well, a different angle of that pass would be no doubt required to see. Well, unfortunately, not the best of angles. However, the referee sticks to his guns and sticks to his decision that he made on field, as Abdul Hadi makes no mistake. 3 conversions, 3 tries successfully converted, as D.S Senanayake College go further behind.
Wesley get their third Amana Bank try. 2 of those tries have come from Naham Hemachandra. The forward pack has done very well so far for Wesley. 30 minutes in, D.S Senanayake just have the 3 points to show. The assistant referee has spotted something. Charini Lienege has a flag down. Now flying up in defense is the Wesley centre, Mohammad Fawaz. Now Bandara spots a gap, gets the pass out to his fly half. Running onto it was Geet Madisanayaka. Now Wesley looking to play with it, but they need to play with it with a little bit more pace. Shafraz needs to get out of that and takes a bit too long for referee Alexander's liking. Tatira Pereira. They're playing with advantage now. D.S Senanayake, they need to make this count. Yerash. Another pick and go from DS. Being patient here. That's the name of the game for DS. They have the advantage coming. Running onto that is their prop forward, Bogavatta.
The only issue though with being patient is that the ball is quite slow and they are unable to make anything out of it, Abid, as the referee goes to consult his AR.
We'll have a listen in to see what the assistant referee has spotted. So it's a high shot that Senanayake has spotted from the touchline. And D.S Senanayake had the option of taking the 2 penalties. They've taken the one closer to the line out and they've knocked it out into touch. Coming back to what you were talking about, Romario, when you take time to take the ball out of the ruck, what it does, it also gives time for the defensive team to get their patterns right. But DS now have the opportunity. They transfer it to the back and try to set up a maul, but they find absolutely no one. They find grass. Now picking it up, DS.
Go hands!
Looking to play through their forwards.
Stay back.
The centre, Kavindu Jayalat, getting into the act as well. Now meters short. DS. And not rolling away is the call. DS have another penalty coming their way. Wesley will need to be careful here.
3 penalties on the bounce. DS opting to take it quickly.
They give it to their captain, Lankesh Wickramasinghe. The senior men will have to put their hand up here for DS. They've been in this position for quite a while and they'll want to come back with points. The flanker, Dushala Yashmantha, takes it. Now it's the captain, Wickramasinghe, once again. He's done a lot of carrying so far in this game. But the Wesley defense holding up. Good busting run from the prop forward. Now they take it out and they look to feed their line. It's with Rasindu Bandara. There are many forwards in front of him and runs right into a wall of his own forwards, and they lose ball and Wesley win that passage of play.
Plenty of supporting players on the outside, and boy oh boy, he decides to go on his own and makes a hash out of it, makes a meal out of it. Absolutely criminal there. He had his fly half and a couple of outside backs, and you can see the reaction of the fly half there. He was not happy at all.
Well, that's what these conditions do to players. It makes you second guess yourself as to whether you could throw the ball out wide or not. And it was Bandar on that occasion who thought he would do better to run in and cut back in. But what that has done is that it has given another opportunity gone. Coming to the end of the half, Romario, D.S Senanayake have had their fair share of opportunities, but it's been the lineouts and their unforced errors that has made them be so many points down.
Chasing the game are D.S Senanayake College, and you don't say that too often in the first half, but nothing really going their way. They will no doubt have to fix things when they come out for the second half.
That's one way to go about it, to knock them hard in the first shove. Good scrum from DS. Floated ball to Hardy, and little to no angle to play with, so he's put it out into touch. And maybe the last play here, and DS have another roll at the dice, so see what they go with.
Did really well there, did Abdul Hadi. Did not have too much of options. Had a loopy pass as well coming his way, and quick transition from catch to making that kick, and put D.S Senanayake College back on the 22-meter line, or rather just a couple of centimeters outside.
Line out time, DS. They need to get it right and they get it wrong. Stealing it once again is Hemachandra. Tinonagama has the ball. Once again, referee Alexander is looking for it. The ball is available to play Kaisalai. Knocks it downfield. Bandara will look to make amends for his mistake. Now gets his Vintri caught in space. It's with Sujiva Kumara. He has all the pace in the world, but Abdul Hadi does very well in defense, and they do one better. Sandul Gammampila wins the ball back, and Wesley have been clinical at the breakdown and they win the penalty.
Had a bit of space on the outside, but he opted to cut back inside. Did the D.S Senanayake player. Came back towards his support players, but they were just a tad late coming in. And now, if I heard it right, he said about 1.5 minutes left. So Wesley College still have the opportunity. Fullback did well, collected, drew and passed, opened up space for the winger. He had a couple of options, could have given it in as well, however opted to hang on to it. And there you can see skipper Gammampila had his hand on the floor before that, but was lucky to get the turnover.
Now they look to knock it downfield. The territorial kicking from Wesley has been on point in the first half. And the clearing kick from DS is better, and they take it quickly. Do Wesley. They're playing with it. Good territorial kicking from both teams. Fantastic exchange from the back three. Abdul Rahman hasn't done a lot of carrying in the first half. Gets in the act. Now DS. Opportunity to pounce on this, but the Wesley defense is right up there. Now Pereira spots something, spots a gap, runs right through the gap, needs support. Dragged down in a desperate tackle by Prarthana Rodrigo. They come away with it once again. Now it's there for Demika Mindinu.
It's crucial that Wesley hold on just before half time here.
Playing with advantage, DS. Timat Bogahawatta. He's over that ball once again. Sandul Gammampila. Apologies, it is Thiranagama. The steal was perfect, but the line was offside.
And straight away pointed to the post to have D.S Senanayake College. Nothing really going their way. And they'll be hoping to, at minimum, cut the deficit by 3 more points as they go into half time.
They've been in this part of the field for as long as I can remember. They've been here for around 15 minutes. And they just have the 3 points to show. Pereira fails to get them 3 more. So at half time it will be 21-3. And D.S Senanayake have had their fair share of opportunities, and they've just missed on pouncing on them.
Well, we can see Asela Deshapriya making his way to the centre, and he will be fuming. Flames coming out of his ears as well. The heat is surely on, and we can have a bit of it before we bounce back into this second half. Maliban Snackers. Wesley College decided to go back into the sheds, while D.S Senanayake College hang out as they plot a plan to get back into this game. First half of this game comes to an end with Wesley College sitting pretty with a score of 21 points to 3. We will go in for a quick commercial break and be back with the first half highlights and second half action on the other side.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Big question, right? What if you didn't have to choose just one version of yourself? What if you could explore them all? In one universe, you're building the future. In another, you're saving the planet. Or leveling up in the business world. At ESU, every class, every opportunity unlocks a new version of yourself so that you can discover the best one. Welcome to the Infinite You. Welcome to ESU.
That was summer refreshment, the train, I gotta go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. You take it a go ekak.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Some bonds last a lifetime. Nippon Cement.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්තු පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Big question, right? What if you didn't have to choose just one version of yourself? What if you could explore them all? In one universe, you're building the future. In another, you're saving the planet. Or leveling up in the business world. At ESU, every class, every opportunity unlocks a new version of yourself so that you can discover the best one. Welcome to the Infinite You. Welcome to ESU.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්තු පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
පිටියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom Perfumed Body Spray.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
පිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තු මිසර විහිදේ හික්කක සිට බැඳා මාතේ ෆයිවල් ෆැෂන් අපේ හික්කක බදේ වටේ හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
Whose fault is this? Looks like someone didn't use Tokyo Superset for bricklaying and plastering. Tokyo Superset. Do it right the first time.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහාමයි.
The road is yours. German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
There is a rhythm to island life, where a walk is a dance, where there is work-life flexibility, where fun is serious, and where songs rise out of the sea. The unique and amazing facets of island living inspire us.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
The road is yours. German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Anything on our screen?
Welcome back to Welcome back to the Papare as we bring you live action. The first half was completely dominated by Wesley College, scoring 3 converted tries. The second half, well, DS will no doubt be hoping to turn things around.
It was a half that was dominated by the Wesley pack of forwards. D.S Senanayake had a chance to maybe get a score. They were in the Wesley 22 for quite a while. This was very early doors, 2 minutes on the clock. And good work from Hemachandra to charge the kick down. But a couple of frames before that, he made a huge tackle on the Wesley number 8 or the DS number 8, Sanu Pereira. Kicking from the tee from Abdul Hadi has been very good. And this was that try off the rolling maul. In attack and in defense, Wesley have had a good time in the lineouts. That was the only points that D.S Senanayake had to show in that half. Hemachandra went over for his second. This was the opportunity that went begging for D.S Senanayake.
Not 1, not 2, but 3 or 4 opportunities went begging for D.S Senanayake College. And now we can clearly see a spring in the step of Wesley College as they make their way out for this second half action. D.S Senanayake College have been laid the law down by coach Asela Deshapriya, as he's surely unhappy with how the first half went, and if they are to turn things around, they will have to make drastic changes and take drastic measures, because well, that first half they were absolutely dominated through and through.
Wesley will have to now calm their nerves. They would have been given a couple of stern words from their coach Henry Terence. As you can see, D.S Senanayake lads, the Dons as they call themselves, have 35 minutes between them and a win against Wesley. The officiating has been very good, hasn't it, Romario? The communication from TMO to the match official and also the assistant referees to the referee in the middle has been very good.
In fact, Abid, the way the TMO works is that the referee will request for whatever is unclear, and he will be making the call in the center with his ARs surrounding him. So, with his ARs input rather. So, plenty of decisions and action and 3 tries as well to add to it in that first half. But now it's the second half about to kick off in this game, and D.S Senanayake College, they will no doubt know what they have up, what sort of a task they have up ahead of them.
Well, whichever team that scores first will take confidence into the rest of the half. And if Wesley does score first, that should be the game for them, because I don't really see the DS team coming back. But if the words that have crossed their ears during the half time from their coaches motivates them well enough, this should be a cracker of a second half.
Okay.
We'll see how things go as Kaiserlei kicks us off for the second half of this encounter. And they go deep. They want to play the territorial game. DS take it forward and will look to set it up. What they do off this ruck will tell exactly what the coaches have told them, and they've asked them to play the territorial game. Now it goes into the hands of Kavisha Dilhara, a strong ball carrier, fence past the first defender. Has been a live wire for Wesley in the knockouts, now bringing that form into the league. Vadud has quick ball for Abdur Rahman. Now Kaiserlei skip passes and gives it out to Rodrigo. Looks to cut back in, but is held up in a good tackle by Tenula De Silva.
Okay.
And the turnover is good. They've stolen it back. Yerash comes away with it. Good work from D.S Senanayake at the ruck. Now Pereira at first receiver.
No hands!
Runs across. Somehow gets the ball available. They go for the box kick. Pressure is up on Prarthana Rodrigo. Good chase from Sujiva Kumar, and they've won the penalty early on. D.S Senanayake playing with some intent in the early stages of the second half.
3 points.
Well, that's exactly what D.S Senanayake coaching staff would have wanted, because the next points should be scored by DS if they are to make an impact in this game and make a comeback. And now they are having the opportunity to do so.
Quick run.
Well, that's what happens when you kick yourself into the correct parts of the field. You can force the opposition to make the error, and when your chase is right up there, it can present you opportunities like this.
Don't move, Blue.
Shamit Samarasinghe has taken over the kicking duties from Tathira Pereira.
Ten seconds.
A respectful hush around London Place, and the kick is sliced. And it's dotted down in goal as well. And another opportunity going to begin Romario, and this is just cynical.
Terrible stuff. Unfortunate there for the kicker, as he's unable to pierce the uprights. But
number 17.
Wesley College will be breathing a sigh of relief, because they would have not been wanted to concede points early on in this second half. Wesley making a change, the number 17 going off.
Abdur Rahman has had his day, and Aditya Silva comes in, the prop forward.
Time back on. Okay, play.
The Wesley finishers that come off the bench will look to continue the good work of their forwards in the second half as well. Now Pereira looks to spark something from the 50 meter. It's a bit messy at the ruck, and Wesley have put good pressure on, but somehow DS come away with it. Bogahawatta. The kick across the field. The chase is up, but Abdul Hadi does well. He misses the tackle. Hadi still going. Has support from his win 3. Good counter attack from Wesley. Now going to the line, Wesley, but they cut back in.
Release it now.
Now once again knocking on the door. Someone needs to straighten it up for Wesley. Either that or the forwards needs to get out of the way.
Number 12. Number 12.
Abdul Hadi straight away pointed to the post and asking for that kick.
Not rolling away was the call.
Stay blue, stay yellow.
Five minutes into the second half. It's 21-3. If this goes through, it will be 24-3. Hadi lines it up. And this time he misses his mark as well. It's off to the left of the upright. Generally a very reliable kicker. The vice captain of
Stay back,
the Double Blues.
Quite rare that you see a miss from off the boot of Abdul Hadi, but now yet again another opportunity to attack.
Rodrigo collects it off the 22-meter dropout. Aditya Silva has an early touch in the second half. Now Bandara inside his own 22, so he has the option of going out on the full. Well-weighted kick. Little chip coming in. Now Pereira spots a gap behind. There's acres of space, and the DS chaser is right up there and forces the error, and it's just gone outside the 22.
Boy, oh boy, that's quite a harsh penalty there. Well, and the Wesley College player is doing really well to milk the penalty as well. Here you go, have a look. The kick was going anyway out, and there was absolutely nothing that the D.S Senanayake College player did, but the Wesley College player, well, he brought about the Neymar dive and wins himself a penalty.
Fantastic chase from DS. They'll need a little bit of that
Time stop.
if they are to bridge this gap.
I think that's where the referee needs to just tell the players, boys, don't milk it. Get up and get going. Get along with things.
First line out of the second half. The jumper Hemachandra already has 2 tries to his name. Waiting for the ball to bounce is Rasindu Bandara, or the fly half Shamit Samarasinghe rather. The line seems to be offside. The call has come from the assistant referee to the main ref. Now playing with advantage DS. Praveen Lakmal.
No advantage game. Going back to the penalty.
Revered Veranga in the ear of the
Blue
referee.
number 9. Blue number 9.
Spelling out
Offside.
that
Blue number 9.
Line was offside. We also see Dinesh De Silva having a word with with the DS team hooker as the fans anxiously look on.
Something that I'd like the DS forwards to do is run onto the ball, Romario. They're very flat-footed when they get the ball, and it's just a matter of time until the Wesley team reads that and runs up to them in defense. But they've gone into touch and they have a line out. This time it's sacked. And is it sacked legally? It's not sacked legally. He's taken out in the air. The ball is available. And now there'll be words from the referee to the captain.
Number 2. Yes. Stay back, stay back. You have a penalty. Stay back, time off. Ready? Make a next time in the back. Already immediate sack karanna puluwa, but jumper uda iddi koi welaka sack karanna bෑ. Right? It's a last warning. Next time එහෙම දෙයක් වුණොත් කවුද ඒක කරන්නේ? He will go out. Right? Go back. I'm starting the penalty.
Gamage. Gammampila rather, beg your pardon.
And back on.
Absorbing every single word that the referee had to say. Now D.S Senanayake College from 5 meters out.
They have to score here.
Numbers. 6.
Praveen Lakmal needs to get it right and gets it right. They set it up, but the initial shove from Wesley is very good. They somehow come away with it, do DS.
No, luck ball.
Looked like the ball was out for a second. They need to run onto that ball to the DS forwards. Just like that. Timat Bogahawata.
Luck ball. Thank you.
Now Lakmal. The Wesley defense is right up on him.
It's a luck ball.
The pick and go through their captain, Lankesh Wickramasinghe.
Stay back, okay.
It's been all the forwards so far, both from Wesley and DS in this encounter so far.
Okay, no ruck, no involvement.
DS trailing this game and they need the try. Still rumbling DS. They need support as well. Now with the line beckoning, they go to their line. The line is offside and they drop the ball. But the penalty was coming.
Just before the player knocked the ball on, you could hear the referee say, advantage coming. Time has been switched off. And now, by the looks of it, the Wesley College hooker will be the player who is sacrificed. Well, in fact, number 5 is the player for Wesley College. Pawan Tirangama, making his way sent through to the bin.
Time back on. Hold. Collapse in there.
They've opted for the maul twice and it has been stopped in its tracks twice. And now they're one man up in the pack. It's 8 against 7. What do DS do from here? They don't look to do anything fancy off the line out. And as soon as I say that, they look to do something fancy and spill the ball. Now running away with it is DS. Prarthana Rodrigo comes in on the switch. He has Kaisalai on his right shoulder. Desperate defense from Lihara Wickramasinghe.
It's a ruck ball.
They take it quickly.
Advantage.
And the line is offside. D.S Senanayake end-to-end stuff, and they've just lost the ball and they've coughed up an opportunity. Going for the drop kick. Abdul Hadi in the pocket and it's through. That's what happens when you make unforced errors. 24-3. Abdul Hadi, you beauty.
D.S Senanayake College from one end to the field. They had plenty of pressure on the Wesley College line, but boy oh boy, they find themselves going to the other end of the field and conceding 3 points. Here's a replay. Abdul Hadi had enough of time and pierced the post of that drop goal. Made it look quite easy. And now we are back again to a 21-point game here with D.S Senanayake on 3 and Wesley College on 24.
Well, that is going to demoralize this DS pack with the try line beckoning. They had the 5 points to take and they've conceded the 3. Kaiserlai charged down. D.S Senanayake, another opportunity. End-to-end stuff here. They need to be patient, not do anything fancy and just dot that ball down. Now just one moment short. The captain picks and goes, Lankesh Wickramasinghe. Once again, the Wesley defense holding up strong. Praveen Lakmal. They pick and go once again through Yerash. Now DS. One movement short. Picking and going from either side of the ruck. They need to score here, DS. And this time they dot it down. It's Lankesh Wickramasinghe, but we'll have a TMO referral.
Here you go. Well, no doubt the referee is going to go to the referral. It all happened in quick time.
My on-field decision is right. I just want to check the ground in place.
Pretty straightforward call there by the referee.
My on-field decision is right. I just want to check the ground in place.
Just wants to see whether there was enough downward pressure. Here you go. Skipper Lankesh. Did he get it down?
Can I have another replay, please?
If we can have that in slow motion, I think that will be perfect. Did he dot it down? Against the flow or against an opponent's arm or leg? Lankesh.
Thank you. I have a decision.
Decision time. Seems to...
It's the first knock on, no try. It's a goal drop out, right?
There you go. That's the decision the referee makes. His on-field decision was turned over as he thought that the ball had been knocked on.
Get back.
Now it's about confirming whether they were playing under advantage or not.
Advantage මොකටද තිබෙන්නේ? කරන වෙන advantage එක මාගේ මම නැතනින් යන්න. Right? Okay. So no try. So knock on, in goal drop out.
That's the decision for you. And just horrifying stuff from D.S Senanayake with the try line right in their faces. And the goal line dropout goes downfield. Tatira Pereira fakes the kick, goes right through the first defender. How many more opportunities are DS going to squander?
That's $1 million question, Navit.
Good pressure at ruck time from Wesley. Tatira Bandara puts in the dummy, and now there's space for Praveen Lakmal. Needs to straighten it up, does exactly that. Does the hooker. Now they need to run onto it with pace. Rasindu Bandara trying to spark something on his own when he has 14 members around him. They're playing with one man up, D.S Senanayake, and they need to make it count. Now the captain Lankesh Wickramasinghe. Someone needs to put their hand up for DS. But for Wesley, the entire defensive line is holding up.
Now release it! Release it!
Now Pereira spots the gap, has Menoni's out, holds on to it.
It had to go out from Pereira.
Now the line is offside. They're playing with advantage. They have free play here. DS need to spark something here.
No advantage.
Pereira squanders yet another opportunity for D.S Senanayake College. Well, he did all the hard work to make the break. Time has been switched off.
Captain.
As Ravin wants to have yet another word with the skipper.
मैं कैप्टन ने कथा करना और मटो करना निन्ने पे आमेले राइट और लगे ऑफसाइड में कंटिन्यूअसली रेड जोन ने के मल्टीपल गेम दिए राइट टीम में कथा करने के लिए तो नेक्स्ट टाइम whoever coming give me a card राइट टीम में कथा करने एक मैनेज करना
Clear instructions given there. No more penalties, boys, because I will have to escalate is what the referee said.
They're already one man down, Wesley. One man in the bin.
Okay, ready?
But they wouldn't mind this, because whatever opportunity that comes DS Senanayake's way, they've not been able to capitalize and score.
Time back on.
And now they've got the penalty. They need to be clinical here.
On the line, on the line. Come. Just come down.
They've opted for the scrum, Romario. The line out is something that they resorted to, but it failed on multiple occasions, and they've gone for the scrum.
And now, since Wesley are down to 7 rather in the scrum, numbers have to be equaled out. So no chance that of an eighth man break.
Bye.
Now the number 9 will have to clear things out.
Wesley wouldn't mind this reset, because it just kills time on the clock, which means their player would come back very soon. The DS backline are plotting. Goes to the number 12, Thenula De Silva. And now playing with 2 advantages.
Number 7's no doubt going to the bin this time around, Abid.
Pick and go from DS.
Just a matter of time.
Get back, get back.
Now Lakmal once again. They need to just run onto that ball without taking it behind the gain line.
No, that's cool.
What that's doing is it's giving a lot of opportunity for Wesley to come up and smash.
Stay back, 13.
Still playing with advantage, DS. They're keeping it in close quarters.
Advantage.
Advantage once again. And now if a card doesn't come out, I'd be extremely surprised.
Hold. Number 7.
Number 7 knew that he was going to the bin and he went as far as possible from the referee. But Naam Hemchandra, he played phenomenally well in the first half. Got 2 tries as well, has been doing extremely well in the second half as well. But just he goes down with the cause. And now, surprisingly, DS have gone to the line out.
It's 8 against 6 in the forwards. Wesley are 2 men down.
So why not just go to another scrum?
That's the better option. Now changes coming in for DS.
Wesley number 12. Wesley number 12.
Massive change coming in. The big Wesley number 12 has been taken out.
Time back on.
D.S Senanayake, that is. They will no doubt lose some weight in the backline defense.
8 against 6 in the forwards. And they have Tenra de Silva, so it's 9 against 6. DS rumbling forward. The try line is just there and pushed out into touch. Massive defensive performance from Wesley.
How legal was that player to come from around and just drag him out of his jersey? Question time. But well, there the referee answered that question.
Cram. It's a cram. Line out.
But whatever said and done, DS have had the ball in hand in the first few stages of this first half, and second half rather, and they've continued to have the ball. But Wesley have won this 20 minutes
Numbers, hold.
because they've come back with 3 points, even though they have been stuck in their red zone. Now DS come away with it once again. It's the new man who has ball in hand.
It's a first knock on and then a second knock on.
2 knock-ons, so we'll have a scrum. And now the scrum that you were talking about comes, Romario.
Better late than never, but it comes through a knock-on by Wesley College.
Thank you, yaar.
D.S Senanayake College fans.
Yellow card in. Yellow card out. Wow. Now wait.
So one yellow card player has fulfilled his time.
Sorry. Okay. Come quick. Crouch.
7 against 7 in the scrum. DS. Another opportunity. This time they go to ThePapare. He has represented Sri Lanka in the under-18s as well.
Advantage. Not rolling away.
Now playing with advantage. The line seems to be offside as well.
Okay. Stay back.
Still going through their forwards, DS.
No hands.
Okay, now this is going to be interesting because that was definitely double movement. You can't do that to score the try.
Here comes another decision to the TMO. Time has been switched off.
Please check the last grounding, please.
He has one movement to place the ball either side of him. But did he try too many times? They require yet another replay. A replay of it in slow motion is what the referee has requested for. Here it comes. There is a tackle. That's 1. And that's 2. So no try is a call, or rather no try will be the call, and he will go back for the advantage.
Captain. Captain. It's a double movement, no try, going back for the penalty advantage. Over the line again, 5 minutes start. Okay.
No try. DS, another opportunity corner begging.
Time back on. It's a no try.
Well, I don't know whether it is for their luck or not, but they're attacking towards their supporters who are here on the new pavilion side. They take it quick once again.
No hands, no hands, no hands. Not ball.
But if they come back with no score, Wesley has just won this passage of play by a mile. They step, and finally they have the Amana Bank try. It's Bogahawatta who scores. After 20 minutes of knocking at the door, D.S Senanayake have barged through and they've got the Amana Bank try.
It would have been quite difficult to stop that big prop forward, Thimat Bogahawatta.
Number 6.
This time around he did exactly what you were asking for. Run on to the ball. Run on with pace. There was no stopping him.
Time back on.
So on the hour mark, or just near that, D.S Senanayake scores their first Amana Bank try of this game.
But even though DS have scored the try, for me, Wesley have won that passage of play. They may have lost 2 members to the bin and conceded the 7 points, but with just 20 minutes on the clock, 14 points seems to be a tough ask for DS. And Wesley have given away the penalty for not rolling away.
23.
News from Candy is that Isipatan have secured a win over Kingswood 37-22.
Call away, yellow.
Plenty of questions about that ball, whether it was kept in the field of play legally. However, the referee says indeed it was, as the play goes on.
Hamdan Shafraz still pumping his legs in the 60th minute, the knock forward. Now spreading it out wide. Kaisalai seems to have made the switch from 10 to 15.
No.
This is what the DS forward should have done, run onto the ball. Now there seems to be an injury and the doctor is called onto the pitch. It's the captain Lankesh Wickramasinghe for DS, so that's a massive blow. We pray and hope that he's alright. Oh, just there. He came charging into that, did Aditya Silva. It was legal, of course, but just lost his footing because of the wet underground conditions. But coming back to what we were talking about, Romario, the forwards and the pods running onto it with pace, because when you're stuck in that place where you receive the ball, it's very easy for the defense to read it and very easy for the defense to come up.
Indeed, static play does not really help your cause, but running onto it with a bit of pace, collecting the ball and then meeting your defense in front of you makes a massive difference. Lankesh, by the looks of it, the way he is, the amount of pain he seems to be in, looks like his season might be over if it's a serious knee injury. But we will all be hoping and praying that it won't be so.
As the dignitaries look on, the old boys, the parents and the students of D.S Senanayake College will hope that it's nothing serious. The stretcher has been brought out. Has a heavily strapped right knee, but it seems to be the left knee that has taken the battering.
බෝල් එක ටැප් කරලා දාන්න ඕනේ අතුලටනේ. හරි දාපු බෝල් එක පිටිපස්සෙන් ගියේ. දාපු බෝල් එක පිටිපස්සෙන් ගියේ. දාපු බෝල් එක පිටිපස්සෙන් ගියේ.
While the captain is stretchered off, if you look back at the last 25 minutes or so of this game, Romario possession, if you take it as a percentage, 90% of possession has been with DS, and they've just had the 7 points in this second half. And to add to that, Wesley have had a drop goal and 3 points. 7 points to 3 with DS having 90% of possession.
Indeed, I think the conversion rate of points when you enter your opponent's 22, Wesley College are miles ahead compared to D.S Senanayake College today. But I think things didn't go their way as well for D.S Senanayake College. And now they lose their captain. To add to that, adding to their woes. Fangs anxiously looking on. We'll be hoping and praying that it's nothing serious.
So we'll restart the game with a scrum. Wesley have the ball and they've brought on fresh legs.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel. We have all boys watching in from all around the world. It's good to have them.
Shifan Imtikab is a man who has been brought in as the first 5'8". Quick hands from the forwards, but it's static ball for Wesley, so DS read it well. Now Imtikab to Hadi. Kavish Dilhara gets his lock forward in space. Pratana Rodrigo, and that should just seal the deal for Wesley. Slick hands down the line, and they have an Amana Bank try.
The Wesley fans having their voices heard as Rodrigo scores and secures the bonus point. Scores in the corner, their 4th Amana Bank try, and with it securing the bonus point. As we can see, the DS players, their heads have dropped as they head back. But can the kick be taken? With them being in front, now they will have to make the long walk back into in goal.
And they'll also lose time on the clock. In 7s rugby, you can go back to the halfway line, not in 15s. So they have to make the long walk of shame and stand under the sticks. Hadi to extend their lead, and he's drawn it to the left. So it will remain 29 points to 10. And with the game well and truly won by Wesley College, Romario, we have to start the conversation for our Swiss Tech Perfect Player of the Match.
Number 10. DS number 10. DS number 10.
It was a dominant first half performance from Wesley College. A fantastic show in attack in the first half and an even better show in defense in the second half. We'll come to that conversation later as we still have the game on our hands, but it's knocked on by DS. A lot of men put their hand up for Wesley. The captain Sandul Gammampila was good, had a try to his name as well. Prarthana Rodrigo with that try. Each time he had the ball in hand, he tried to spark something for Wesley. Kicks at goal, Abdul Hadi with that drop goal as well. Even though they didn't have a lot to show in the second half, Wesley, after that drop goal, it really demoralized the pack of forwards from DS. So you have to give him his flowers as well. But for me, the number 7 from Wesley, Naham Hemachandra, was just fantastic. In attack, in defense, he was just there. He may have had to bite the bullet and eat a yellow card. But for me, he is a Swiss Tech perfect player of the match. What do you think, Romario?
Indeed, I think he had an absolutely fabulous first half. Second half was a bit shaky.
Go in front. Knock on.
Now DS with yet another opportunity.
That's my goal. Thank you. Thank you.
Shehab Hisham dropping that ball. It's been good officiating from Ravin Alexander. Spoken to the boys well, communicated with them as to what he expects from them.
6. Crouch. Bind.
Now once again, Wesley pinned back in their red zone. DS can look to get a consolation try. But the defense flies up and cuts down the option of sending the ball out wide for Pereira. Fresh legs in for D.S. Senanayake. Senanayake carries it forward. Praveen Lakmal has done a lot of carrying but has started from behind the game line.
No hands, no hands.
No hands was the call, and they had to release. The instructions were loud and clear, but Wesley had to release that player. Bandara thumps in touch, and we're right back where it all started, Romario.
Indeed, D.S Senanayake College will have about 3 more minutes to make
number 22
to score a consolation try to get some consolation points.
Well, I can tell you one lot of people that won't be very happy are the people who decided to sit on the left hand side of your screen on that new old pavilion side, because they've had not a lot of rugby to watch. They've had to be standing right throughout this game, and they'll have to continue standing with DS playing on this side of the field. Once again, DS looking to rumble forward.
Thank you.
The try scorer Bogahawatta comes crashing in. He's been the only DS forward that has looked to carry his team ahead of the grain line. Praveen Lakmal stopped in his tracks once again by Sandul Gammampila.
It's obstruction. Your play.
No surprises that they squander another opportunity. And it's an obstruction, and Wesley have won the ball.
And that has pretty much been the story of the evening here at London Place. DS try really hard, but squander it and then Wesley score. DS will be hoping that the latter part of that changes.
Okay.
If you were coach Henry Terence, Romario, you've had to do a lot of defending. Would you be proud of your boys for the performance that they put in the second half?
Well, indeed, the defensive show has been phenomenal by these boys, and the coaching staff will be no doubt really satisfied with how things went. But now they will be hoping that they can close things out from here without conceding more points.
Advantage, high tackle.
Playing with advantage now, DS. The tackle from Aditya Silva was deemed to have been too high.
Again touch.
Now they look to spark something, and oh my gosh, he's taken out in the air. Couldn't time his tackle there, Tatira Pereira.
Well, will the penalty be overturned here by foul play? Questionable. The referee does have the option to do so.
High tackle Wesley ke. DS ke. Number 30. So recommendation any? No, penalty only. But after first take offense ke team DS had penalty. Captains.
So he's going to do exactly that. He'll tell the captains what his decision is. So he'll overturn the penalty and give the penalty to Wesley, and I think rightly so.
Hari. Etana dekama flow pega. Hari. Okay. Dekama flow pega තියෙනවා. අතන ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ තියෙනවා high tackle එක. First එක ඔයාලගේ, second එක ඔයාලගේ. Right? මම දෙකටම penalty එකට විතරයි යන්නේ. Right? Okay. So warning for you. Penalty for you. Hari. මොකද first offense එක ඔයාලගේ තියෙන නිසා. Clear? ඒ clear නේ? මොකද first tackle එක ඔයාලගෙන් ගියේ. Second offense එක ඔයාලගෙන් ආවේ. Hari. ඒ clear?
Couple minutes left. But by the looks of it, it'll be the penalty going the way of D.S Senanayake College, if I heard it correctly.
It's a high tackle, and the second offense, it's a high tackle. Yeah. Just calm down.
2 minutes remaining in this game. Bringing in fresh legs, always important to roll your substitutes. It's a long season, Romario. All teams will play after the first round is done as well, unlike previous years where only the top two teams continued to play.
As much as bringing on the fresh legs, it's also paramount to give experience to the young players, to groom your players for the years to come as well. The coaches have plenty on their plate.
Time back on. All right. Fight back. Crouch.
DS.
Bye.
The back line seem to be plotting something. Their position one behind the other, and they go through the short side through Pereira, who decides to carry it forward on his own. Now running onto it is Shenal Samaranayaka. Bogawata, the try scorer, still carrying hard in the dying minutes of the game. Now quick ball for Pereira. Swings it out wide.
No, release it! It's knee down,
Cutting back in is the win three-quarter. Kavindu Jayalat has not had a lot of ball in hand today. Pereira scans his options.
Come down.
And bumps into the referee, so that'll be a scrum. Should have maybe let that play go on, Romario. Didn't really do a lot of harm to the defense, but with space out wide, DS have always looked to go through route one.
It's on me.
Yes, and I think that has not really worked well for them throughout this game here.
Okay, last 30 seconds.
Last 30 seconds is the call by the referee. The Swiss Tech player of the match has been named as
line.
Wesley College open side flank Naham Hemachandra, the Swiss Tech perfect player of the match.
One last opportunity for DS to maybe get some points on the board. Pereira shows and is brought down in a very good tackle by Shifan Imtikab. He's made an impact off the bench, the youngster. Everything is just absolutely lateral for DS. Praveen Lakmal looks to stay on his feet.
Okay. Get back. No, you're off the pitch.
Samaranayake runs onto it once again. Good work from the forwards from DS this time, pumping their legs and trying to go forward.
Stay back. Okay, get up. Stay back.
Metsila Piris.
Alright,
Samaranayake once again. Playing through their forwards, DS. Try scorer Bogawatha.
No, with the ball.
Looking to find something for his team. Bandara sells the dummy, loses his shots and goes down to the ground. 5 meters away now, DS. There's no real plan from DS, it's just through route one, but it's working for them in these latter stages. If only it did work early on.
Okay, stay back.
Now to the
No,
stand-in skipper Timat Bogawatha. He's been a standout player for them. He's been one of the very few players that has run onto the ball with pace. And DS have another penalty. The line is offside from Wesley.
It's on the 5.
They take it quickly and give it to Lakmal. And just have a look at that. The penalty was on the 5 meter. They passed it to the hooker, who was very flat-footed, and the Wesley defense came right up. They're shooting up in defense, Wesley, and they've held up brilliantly well. Pereira gives the pass out and gives the pass out into touch. And that's that. Wesley College, a fantastic attacking show in the first half and a magnificent defensive performance in the second half wins this game for them. 29 points to 10 is how the scoreline stands. And you really have to give it to the Wesley defense, don't you, Romario?
Indeed, their defense no doubt showed up and did extremely well here against this D.S Senanayake College outfit. They turned up and held on for dear life, conceding a solitary try. The DS boys, well, they'll be extremely disappointed. As well as they are disappointed, you can see that they are exhausted and on the floor. Wesley College, they remain unbeaten going into this league. Second week of action.
The second half highlights coming up. And the highlight of the second half for me was the Wesley defense. 30 minutes maybe, Romario, of attack from D.S Senanayake in this half. And then that drop goal that you see on screen was just a runaway drop goal. They ran 70 meters. Prarthana Rodrigo went right through. After Wesley were defending for quite a while. And this was the only instance that they were able to go through. It was deemed a knock-on on that occasion. They did continue to hand out advantage. That was another big moment in that game where they pushed the DS forwards into touch when Bogawatha went over under the sticks. He had the urgency, didn't he? he wanted to spark something and win this game for his team. But then when you have a well-oiled Wesley machine that can do that, you're definitely going to get hurt.
Hurt indeed did to this D.S Senanayake College team. They were hurt and they could not breach this Wesley defense. They did so just once with one solitary try, solitary penalty and a conversion. Wesley College scoring 4 tries, converting 3 of them, and a solitary drop goal, with the Swiss Tech perfect player of the match, Naham Hemachandra, scoring 2 of those 4 tries, as Wesley College remain unbeaten and will be no doubt gearing on for more to come. Next week, well, the action continues. We have 2 games on Friday, 6 games on Saturday and 1 on Sunday. Thurston College will play against Trinity College. Sri Sumangala against Vidyartha at Bogambara. Anand playing Manama. Royal College hosting St. Joseph's College. St. Anthony's hosting Wesley College. Manama hosting St. Thomas's. Zaira College take on Kingswood. St. Peter's take on Science College, with the final game happening on Sunday. That's Dharmaraj playing host to Isipatana College, as they will have to make their second trip to Kandy in as many weeks.
Well, it's been a good show from Wesley College and they come out victorious here at Longdon Place. And that brings a close to week 2 of the Dialog Schools Rugby League. And that brings to a close this live telecast as well. And from me, myself, Abid Jamil and Romario De Silva in the commentary box, and our entire Papare technical and production crew, it's goodbye and have yourselves a good night.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
ඉස්දින්න ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංකික ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Welcome back to ThePapare.
Welcome to the live broadcast on ThePapare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
ThePapare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
German-engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection samaging pirimin sadahamai.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැරිලත් එක්ක. සමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා. Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection samaging pirimin sadahamai.
විහිළු නෙමේ ටෝකියෝ සුපර් ඕන වැඩකට සුපර්.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැරිලත් එක්ක. සමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Hi, I am Janidhu Dilishan. 2025 පාසල් රග්බි තරඟාවලියේ සෙල්ලම් කරන හැමෝටම හොඳින් සෙල්ලම් කරන්න මම සුබ පතනවා.
ලස්සන පන්ලෝකයේ කොත්තු මිසර විහිදේ හික්කක සිට බැඳා මාතේ ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් අපේ හික්කක බදේ වටේ හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
රාමෙන් පාරක් දාමුද?
මෙතන
විතරක් නෙමෙයි ඕනෙම තැනක රාමෙන්.
හඳුන්වා දෙන මෙල්බන් ස්නැකර්ස් කොරියන් රාමෙන් සේවරි විස්කට්. රාමෙන් සරට සෙට් වෙන්න.
Hi, I'm Navin Marsinga. I'm here to wish you all the very best for the School Rugby League. So make sure to have fun and reach your potential. Enjoy.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Our mountains are majestic. They can be life-giving. Some are even sacred, and their heights bear marks of our heritage. Our mountains elevate us. To us, they are ever inspiring.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Hamasitakma pipide, rasa lemon rasa ye. Jeevithayama mihirai. Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Chilven lemon.
ලස්සන පන්ලෝකයේ කොත්තු මිසර විහිදේ හික්කක සිට බැඳා මාතේ ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් අපේ
හික්කක බදේ වටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
සැරටම enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
ඉන්ජෙක්සන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්සන් එකක් ගහමුද?
Hello everyone, Shai Zumbri here. 2025 Schools Rugby League සෙල්ලම් කරන හැමෝටම සුබ පතනවා. All the very best. Good luck.
සැමදා සමහන් සැමදා සුවෙන්.
දවසම refresh වෙන්න train එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
පිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Some bonds last a lifetime. Nippon Cement.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ඉන්ජෙක්සන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්සන් එකක් ගහමුද?
Hi, I'm Tarinder Rathwat. To all the schools participating in the Schools Rugby League 2025, we wish you all the very best and good luck.
සැමදා සමහන් සැමදා සුවෙන්.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine. Just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit. Never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine. Just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit. Never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Boss, I got you some homemade milk toffee. Shall I bring it now? You know, no matter what others say, you are really important to us. I have never seen anyone care about the company as much as you do.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Saratama enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Big question, right? What if you didn't have to choose just one version of yourself? What if you could explore them all? In one universe, you're building the future. In another, you're saving the planet. Or leveling up in the business world. At ESU, every class, every opportunity unlocks a new version of yourself so that you can discover the best one. Welcome to the Infinite You. Welcome to ESU.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සරවිහිතේ හික්කක සිත බැන්දා මාතේ ෆයිවල ෆැෂන් අපේ හික්කක බදේ වටේ හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.